Most people believe that passing away in advanced years is simply the natural order of things. However, the reality is that the majority of senior fatalities stem from preventable risks. Risks often overlooked until intervention options become severely limited. By the time many individuals recognize warning signs, their health has already significantly deteriorated. But understanding these dangers now enables you to take protective measures and potentially extend your life beyond what you might imagine possible. In this guide, we'll explore the primary causes of mortality among seniors, responsible for nearly all fatalities in this demographic. While some might seem obvious, others may surprise you. What remains certain is that awareness represents the first step toward prevention. These aren't mere statistics. They represent actual lives, families, and choices that could differentiate between struggling with health complications or enjoying a fulfilling extended life. Many individuals have significantly reduced their risks through modest but meaningful lifestyle adjustments, maintaining independence longer and adding significant time to their lives. Your current decisions could determine how robust, active, and self-sufficient you remain in upcoming years. Let's begin. Cardiovascular conditions. Cardiovascular issues remain the foremost cause of mortality for seniors, yet many underestimate their ability to influence this aspect of their health. The heart functions as a muscle that either strengthens with proper care or weakens from prolonged neglect. The challenge lies in recognizing warning signs before substantial damage occurs. Many assume that decreased energy, fatigue, or breathlessness during light activity simply accompanies aging. In reality, these symptoms often indicate declining cardiac strength, something deserving attention. Elevated blood pressure significantly contributes to cardiovascular disease, gradually straining arteries and forcing the heart to work excessively. The concerning aspect, you typically won't feel it. There's no pain or obvious indicators prompting action until a cardiac event or cerebral incident forces awareness. That's why many seniors unexpectedly find themselves hospitalized despite feeling relatively well previously. Poor dietary habits represent another major factor. Years of consuming processed foods, excessive sodium and unhealthy fats gradually impact health, restricting arteries and reducing circulation. Importantly, this isn't solely about avoiding harmful foods but also incorporating beneficial ones. Your heart requires proper nutrition to maintain strength, and nutritional deficiencies accelerate deterioration. Then there's insufficient physical activity. The heart wasn't designed for sedentary behavior. When movement decreases, circulation slows, muscles weaken, and your heart misses necessary exercise for maintaining strength. Maintaining activity in whatever manner suits you, whether walking, stretching, or simple seated exercises, keeps your heart efficiently functioning and substantially reduces cardiovascular risk. The common misconception is viewing heart disease as inevitable fate. People reference relatives who experience cardiac events or assume it's an unavoidable aspect of aging. The truth? Small, consistent choices accumulate. Dietary habits, movement patterns, stress management, all influence whether your heart remains robust or begins failing. Remember this crucial point. You possess greater control over cardiac health than you might believe. Today's choices can determine your heart's strength in coming years, and the optimal time to begin protection is immediately. Falls and physical injuries, among the most dangerous yet overlooked risks for seniors, isn't disease, but falling. It happens instantaneously. One misstep, moment of dizziness, or slippery surface suddenly changes everything. A broken hip, head trauma, or even seemingly minor bruising can rapidly escalate into serious, potentially life-threatening situations. The genuine danger. Most people don't recognize their vulnerability until too late. Falls represent a leading cause of injury-related mortality among seniors, accounting for countless emergency visits annually. For many, a single fall initiates a decline from which they never fully recover. Hip fractures can mean prolonged bed rest, lost independence, and increased infection and complication risks. Despite prevalence, most individuals don't seriously consider fall prevention until personally experiencing one or witnessing it happen to someone close. As we age, our balance sense, muscle strength, and reaction speed gradually diminish, changes occurring so gradually we often fail to notice. You might feel secure moving around your home during daily routines, but suddenly reaching for something, losing balance, and gravity takes over. The body simply doesn't recover as readily as before, and what previously would have been a minor stumble can now result in devastating injuries. What worsens matters? Fear of falling leads to increased fall likelihood. Many seniors, after experiencing close calls, begin avoiding movement entirely. They stop walking regularly, avoid stairs, and limit activity out of fear. But reduced movement leads to muscle weakening, which increases fall probability, creating a vicious cycle rapidly diminishing independence. The positive news? Falls aren't inevitable. Simple yet powerful methods can dramatically reduce risk. Strengthening leg and core muscles, improving balance, and making household adjustments like enhanced lighting, non-slip rugs, and sturdy handrails can differentiate between maintaining activity and independence or suffering life-altering injury. Another overlooked factor: medication side effects. Many prescriptions cause dizziness, drowsiness, or blood pressure fluctuations, increasing fall likelihood. If you've experienced lightheadedness when standing quickly, that's your body warning that something requires adjustment. Discussing medications with healthcare providers, ensuring they aren't working against you, and monitoring their effects on balance could potentially save your life. Falling isn't merely about tripping. It's about maintaining strength, stability, and awareness of small factors making significant differences. For seniors, a single fall can change everything, and implementing proper precautions today could mean years of continued mobility, independence, and enhanced quality of life. Respiratory conditions. Breathing represents something taken for granted until it becomes difficult. As we age, lung efficiency declines, and even minor respiratory issues can rapidly become serious. What begins as simple coughing or breathlessness can develop into chronic conditions, infections, and even hospitalization. Among seniors, respiratory diseases become leading mortality causes, not because they're unavoidable, but because they're often ignored until intervention options dwindle. Significant danger is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, including emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Over time, airways become inflamed, progressively hampering breathing. Many seniors dismiss symptoms like frequent coughing, wheezing, or breathlessness, assuming these represent normal aging aspects. In reality, these signal that your lungs need attention. Then there's pneumonia, seemingly just another infection, but far more dangerous for older adults. What begins as a cold or mild chest congestion can rapidly become life-threatening as aging reduces infection-fighting capacity. Many senior hospitalizations result from pneumonia, and too frequently, the infection leads to rapid health deterioration from which some never fully recover. Another major risk: poor air quality. Years of exposure to dust, pollution, and secondhand smoke damages lungs. Even inside homes, factors like mold, pet dander, and indoor pollutants can worsen breathing problems unnoticed. For those with asthma or COPD, these irritants exacerbate symptoms. Making small adjustments like improving indoor air quality, using purifiers, or avoiding smoke exposure significantly protects respiratory health. One simple yet effective method for maintaining lung strength: staying active. Many don't realize lungs, like other body systems, require exercise for proper function. Movement causes lungs to fully expand, maintaining health and clearing mucus accumulation. Conversely, prolonged sitting means lungs work less intensively, increasing vulnerability to infections and weakened function over time. Even light activities like walking or stretching help maintain lung strength. Another crucial factor: appropriate vaccinations. Many seniors underestimate vaccination importance against pneumonia, influenza, and other respiratory illnesses. Yet these simple precautions dramatically reduce severe infection risk. Beyond avoiding minor illness, it's about preventing complications, potentially causing hospitalization or worse. Maintaining current vaccination status can differentiate between mild illness and serious health crisis. Breathing should never feel challenging, yet for many seniors, it does. Not from necessity, but from delayed action. Your lungs support you every moment, working continuously to sustain life. Caring for them, strengthening them, and protecting them from infection represents one of the most powerful ways to extend both health and independence. Cerebral incidents. Cerebral incident occurs suddenly without warning, potentially changing life forever. It ranks among leading mortality causes for seniors, yet many don't realize how many early warning signs and risk factors remain within their control. The problem? Cerebral events rarely offer second chances. Once they happen, damage often becomes permanent. Here's what many don't know. Most cerebral incidents are preventable. This means today's choices could determine whether you maintain independence or experience life-altering outcomes. Cerebral incidents happen when blood flow to the brain suddenly blocks or a blood vessel ruptures. When this occurs, brain cells begin dying within minutes. Longer oxygen deprivation means greater damage. Some incidents are minor, causing temporary confusion or slight weakness, while others leave individuals paralyzed, unable to speak, or completely dependent on others. Too frequently, these events prove fatal. A primary risk factor is elevated blood pressure. Prolonged arterial pressure weakens vessels, increasing rupture or blockage likelihood. Like cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure often presents no symptoms, explaining why many remain unaware of their risk until an incident suddenly occurs. Another significant cause, irregular heart rhythms like atrial fibrillation. Many seniors experience this unknowingly, and when the heart beats irregularly, blood may pool and form clots. If a clot travels to the brain, it can instantly cause a cerebral incident. The good news? Simple medical examinations can detect these issues early, and treatment dramatically lowers risk. Diet and lifestyle also significantly impact risk. Consuming excessive processed foods, salt, and unhealthy fats increases likelihood, while insufficient movement allows blood thickening and circulation slowing. The best risk reduction approach involves staying active, consuming nutrient-rich foods, and maintaining healthy blood pressure. Small changes like incorporating leafy greens, reducing sodium intake, and increasing water consumption can substantially difference. Often overlooked are mini incidents or transient ischemic attacks. Temporary blood flow disruptions to the brain. Though these resolve quickly, they represent serious warning signs of impending major events. If you experience sudden numbness, vision changes, or confusion, even temporarily, don't dismiss it. Seeking immediate medical attention could differentiate between preventing a major incident and suffering devastating consequences. Remember this critical point. You can reduce cerebral incident risk. Regularly monitoring blood pressure, maintaining heart-healthy diet, staying active, and recognizing early warning signs helps maintain independence and avoid life-altering effects. Earlier action means greater self-protection likelihood. Cognitive decline and related complications. Among the most heartbreaking aging realities is gradual loss of memory, reasoning abilities, and independence. Cognitive decline develops gradually, making subtle changes initially easy to dismiss. As years progress, however, those small lapses evolve into something more serious. The ability to manage daily tasks, recognize familiar faces, or make sound decisions gradually diminishes. For many, this isn't merely inconvenient but potentially life-threatening. Memory disorders don't just affect mental function, they endanger overall health. As cognitive function declines, so does ability to manage personal health. Simple tasks like medication adherence, balanced nutrition, or recognizing illness symptoms become increasingly challenging. Many seniors with memory disorders forget adequate hydration, risking dangerous dehydration. Others may eat insufficiently or excessively, causing nutritional deficiencies or weight gain that increases other serious condition risks. Among the greatest dangers are accidents. Forgetting to turn off appliances, leaving doors unlocked overnight, or wandering outside in unsafe conditions are risks becoming potentially deadly as cognitive decline progresses. For many seniors, this creates a tragic reality: lost independence. They may no longer safely live alone, and without proper care, their health deteriorates more rapidly. Most frighteningly, Many don't realize they're experiencing cognitive decline until advanced stages. Early signs like forgetting names, struggling with conversations, or misplacing important items are often dismissed as normal aging. In reality, these subtle warnings are your brain signaling change. Earlier intervention improves chances of slowing progression and maintaining mental clarity longer. One effective brain protection method: remaining mentally active. Like physical muscles, the brain requires exercise to stay strong. Reading, learning new skills, solving puzzles, or engaging in meaningful conversations keeps your brain engaged and reduces cognitive decline risk. Often overlooked, physical exercise proves equally important for brain health as mental activity. Movement increases cerebral blood flow, protecting memory and cognitive function. Another key factor: social interaction. Isolation and loneliness accelerate mental decline dramatically. Regular conversations, meeting friends, and community engagement literally help maintain mental sharpness longer. The more you challenge your mind through new experiences and meaningful interactions, the more resilient it becomes. Diet significantly influences brain health. Nutritional choices directly affect cognitive function. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins found in leafy greens, berries, and nuts help protect against cognitive decline. Conversely, excessive processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats contribute to brain inflammation, increasing dementia risk. A healthy brain begins with a healthy body, and today's choices shape cognitive function in coming years. Losing cognitive function isn't an inevitable aging aspect. By taking appropriate measures now, keeping mind and body active, maintaining social engagement, and making wise dietary choices, you can significantly reduce risk. Your brain resembles other body systems. Proper care maintains strength. Conclusion: consider everything we've covered: cardiovascular conditions, falls, respiratory issues, cerebral incidents, and cognitive decline. These causes account for nearly all senior mortality. But remember this crucial point: they aren't inevitable. Most people don't recognize how much control they actually possess over personal health, and awareness often comes too late. The truth? Small, consistent choices beginning today can add years of strength, clarity, and independence to your life. Nobody enjoys contemplating aging, but ignoring these risks doesn't eliminate them. The positive news? Awareness empowers you. Understanding warning signs, taking preventive measures, and prioritizing health means you needn't fear what lies ahead. Rather than focusing on limitations, concentrate on longevity, strength, and life enjoyment. Consider your daily habits. Are there areas for improvement? Perhaps healthier eating, increased activity, regular medical checkups, or enhanced social and mental engagement? Whatever it may be, remember this: you needn't change everything simultaneously. Even one small step in the right direction establishes a path toward improved health and a longer, fuller life. At this life stage, well-being represents your greatest asset. The more you protect it, the more you'll enjoy time with loved ones, maintain independence, and live without fear of preventable health complications. Each day offers an opportunity for self-care, and today's choices determine how strong and capable you remain in upcoming years.